Okay, and we're live on the air and we're live on YouTube. So we'll crack open the sideband net. Hang on a second. Attention all stations, this is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the Sunday night sideband net. Actually, it's the first Sunday of the month that we hold this net at this point in time. Testing our radio's capability on 70 centimeters and 2 meters, starting here on a frequency of 446.125, and then swinging down to do a comparison trial on 146.400. My name is Mike Alpha Charlie. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. And here we are in Hamilton, Ontario. And sorry for the late start. Just popping in from another net that had just finished up a little bit later than usual. So we'll take a quick standby and see who we've got in the wings to say hi to us on 70 centimeters upper sideband. VA3IMW standing by.
VA3 DCS.
VA3 DCS, yes, very good signal coming in there, 20 over. Actually, I think you're usually 30, but maybe you're just being kind to me tonight.
Well, I'm still not at full power. That could be.
Alrighty. And I think we're all waiting for our radios to settle in with the circuitry for sideband to heat up to the normal operating temperatures. So I'm not sure if you're coming down with a cold or whether your crystal just needs to warm up a bit.
Oh, I probably need to warm up a bit. I don't know. It says 446.125, so I don't know.
Yep, you're pretty close. I would say you're within 5. What would that be? 0.05 kilohertz. So yeah, it gets a little finicky when you get up this high in the band. If you're off frequency just a tad, and there is a feature in the radios that allows you to adjust things, but it could be mine as well, right? I usually have my radio set and monitoring sideband at least 10 or 15 minutes before the net starts. Tonight was an exception. Obviously, the Lake Ontario Radio Club net ran a little bit on the long side, but yeah, we'll see what happens as time goes on. So you're on duty this weekend. That really kind of sucks. Anyways, quite a positive note here. The days are getting longer, obviously the daylight hours, and it's nice to be able to drive to and from work with daylight. But also, I understand we're also facing, daylight savings time starting next weekend. So we're going to have to turn the clocks ahead.
Oh, very true. Next weekend, yes, clocks go forward. So we have a little bit more darkness in the morning and then more light in the evening.
Yep, and hopefully the transition happens quicker, right? Where you gain daylight, so maybe 30 or 40 seconds every day that transpires, so things get brighter in the morning. So yeah, looking forward to that. Anyways, and you're still what, May before you get trailer back out and doing any camping?
Yeah, the 15th of May, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Alrighty. Excuse me. So let's see if we can trap any more people for RF check-ins before we have to migrate down to 2 meters. So hang on there, Dave. Good signal coming in. VA3IMW standing by for any check-ins for the Sunday night Oh, there's a little thing in my throat. Yeah, looking for check-ins. VA3IMW, stand by.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu. I think Albert gave you code.
I certainly hope not. Anyways, VA3CJZ, I am going to let you listen back on the audio on YouTube to see what's going on with your audio. Are you showing upper sideband on the radio right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, give me a good stretch of audio there, and obviously you'll have a chance to listen back on how that's working.
All right. Well, in order to hear you on frequency, I had to bring it down to 124.900, and maybe it's I should do it for the transmit as well. Is that any better? Because before I was transmitting on 446.125 even, and now I'm on 124.900.
All right, so your voice intonation is closer to the real you, but it almost seems like there is another chance where you got some RF coming back into the station.
Yeah, that's why when I go on sideband, I use the handheld microphone.
Oh, so you didn't switch mics?
No, let me do that.
All right, while you plug and unplug, we'll take a quick standby and see who else is able to check in with us. VA3IMW, standing by for any further check-ins for the Sunday night sideband net. Oh my goodness gracious! It looks like the circle of sidebanders on UHF and VHF is quickly collapsing. Yeah. Anyways, so Chuck, while you're plugging and unplugging, because I know I have a captive audience of two. The guy that I was talking with this afternoon that I used to work with out in Stony Creek is looking at finishing up his HF course, and he'll or HF ham radio course. He's taking a ham radio course. It's 8 or 10 weeks long. He's into week 2. They have a nice course curriculum, and he's absorbing the information bit by bit. That he put out a call to me this afternoon and wanted to know recommendations for equipment that he needs to plan to buy in order to set up a station. So that's kind of fun, and we'll be looking forward to inviting him along to our spring POTA activation in the weekend of April 17th, 18th. Location yet to be named. Anyways, let's see if Chuck has had a chance to plug in the stock microphone.
Yes, sir. VA3CJZ. How's that?
That's 150% right there, Chuck.
All I have to do is plug in or unplug and plug, and all I did was bring up the mic gain in the radio. And do I sound on frequency too?
You sound a little bit on the top side, maybe like 0.3 or something off the nominal.
All right. So I brought it down to from 1.446125 to 124.940. How's that? Better?
That's spot on right there. Yep. So does the Optima have a reference percentage that you can adjust?
I'm not sure I can find that term in the manual, but it does have a clarifier button that I can receive on one frequency and transmit on another, and things like that. So, you know, but for now, I just, yeah, to make a quick adjustment, you just hit the clarifier, and then it goes to receive clarifier, but you transmit on the frequency proper. You understand what I mean?
Yep, QSL. Clarifier is only for receive. But then the offset that you really want to adjust is the outgoing frequency. So, yeah, there's probably something in menu number 14,035 that allows you to adjust the reference percentage, and therein lies the issue with these shack in a box radios, right? The 7100 being one of them. It took me the longest time to figure out what the right frequency and the right percentage was. And it wasn't until I had VE3FNI and VE3 GNP, they put in those GPS clock devices in their radios. And I was able to tune my radio to theirs. So I'm kind of hanging on to this particular setup, assuming that this is where we need to be.
Ah, very good, very good. Yeah, this has transmit clarifier and receive clarifier and all kinds. Like you said, there's about 14 million there. Anyways, I'm glad we worked out my my audio and transmit frequency there, Mac. So I'll let you see who else is out there. I see Matt is in the YouTube stream. Howdy there, Matt. VE3 Sierra Mike November. Back to you, Mac.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Matt. Certainly appreciate your checking in on YouTube. To say dommage, you don't have a single sideband for UHF or VHF. See what I did there, Chuck? Anyways, very good. So I was just saying that since Albert's already headed off to bed, early riser that he is, we really don't have a whole lot of other guys that are going to be checking in tonight, but we'll give it one more shot. Any other check-ins for the 70 centimeter side of our sideband net tonight? Oh my goodness gracious! So Chuck, imagine that you had 9 check-ins on the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, and it took the better part of an hour. We have 2 check-ins plus a one additional on YouTube, and we're going to be done in like no time at all. So if there's nobody else that's interested in saying hi to us tonight on sideband, we're ready to migrate down to 2 meters. One last call for any other last minute check-ins for 70 centimeters. Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's make our destination 146.400, and I'll wait patiently down there for you guys to join. VA3IMW QSY.
VA3 DCS QSY.
Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Okay, nothing heard. VA3IMW standing by for the tail end of the Sunday night sideband net. And first in the log is VA3 DCS.
Yep, VA3DCS, present.
Present and accounted for, and there's that 30 over S9 signal I was looking for.
Oh yes, I've got you the same back this way.
All right, very good. So is there any major projects in front of you with all kinds of system upgrades that I think most of them are somewhat stagnant, but maybe one of the questions I need to ask you is how AI has affected what you're doing.
AI is coming into play. We're not using it extensively. We've thrown it into our ticketing system to do our follow-ups for us instead of us having to keep asking if there's anything else we can do for a client on the ticket, or if we do follow up and we don't hear back, so we just put it in waiting for client reply, and then the AI takes over and pesters them for about 5 days, and then closes the ticket if they don't respond.
All right, so some annoying details that you no longer have to pay any attention to. That's a good use for it. I personally haven't found any real good use for AI other than writing annoying poems and soliloquies that I can email to certain friends and acquaintances just for a good guffaw.
Yeah, well, it does. AI has a ways to go before it's. We did implement something else, but it was kind of. It wasn't really doing what we wanted it to do, so I guess they pulled it back. They're trying to readjust parameters, and then they find, this is a better product that the rest of because we're part of a larger organization, like a conglomerate of smaller companies, and we find that they half of them are using this one, and it seems to be a much better product. So it's all trial and error to get to a better, best, more productive AI system.
Do your customers notice when the personal attention drops off and the AI picks up?
Oh, for those parts, they would. They put in a chat bot that uses AI and asks, evaluates the question the client puts in, provides them with multiple different, is it this, or this, and then continues from there, and then it gets to a point, and it's always the one of the first options, to just connect them with an agent type thing, as opposed to continuing on with the AI.
All right, understood. And that's where I get frustrated with AI bots because they're not smart enough to deal with the text that I'm using. But with Copilot and the stuff that I'm using right now for my own purposes, when I'm able to put in specific text and it comes back with a response and some additional recommendations, you can select the recommendations and it carries on. It's like it's developing based on the conversation. So I think Cobot is far in advance of what some of these other interactive units are. Anyways, let's see if Chuck has had any success with his new radio and finding us here on 2 meters. VA3 CJZ, VA3IMW.
VA3CJZ. How do I sound?
You sound like $1,000,000, but I thought you were going to come in with 50 over S9, but you're only 10 over. What's going on?
Well, putting up 40 watts.
Okay, well, I thought it would have been better than that, but that's okay. We'll have to, I'm not sure what the other radio was doing previously. Maybe I was just spoiled with Dave from Dundas coming in at plus 30. Anyways, good audio. How far off the 400 mark are you?
Well, I'm transmitting on 146 400 even, but I'm receiving you better on 960, I believe it is. And you're coming in at just over S9, like 5 over S9. And I doubt it'll change at all if I up the power here. Yeah, I can do it while I'm talking. So this is a full 50 watts. Oh, I see it's almost pushing 20 there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, peaking at 20 over. So yeah, a little extra oomph. Yeah, I would probably chalk the rest of it up to band conditions. Anyways, we started talking about AI, and was kind of interesting. Any interactions you've had with all of your computer activities with dealing with artificial intelligence?
Well, you know, I use it when I'm searching on Google. But because there's, you know, it's about a physical product. I used to have a problem with AI finding, talking about, I don't know, history or, you know, things that are not physical. They would often be wrong, 50% of the time, actually. But yeah, when I'm researching a product or technical things, it's pretty good.
Yes. So the Google AI extension seems to be fairly reliable, and in the work environment, we're using AI that's known as Copilot, and those seem to be fairly decent as far as their responses. And once you open up a dialogue, you can enhance your responses based on further information, but it all seems to be fairly directed at the individual text that you're inputting rather than pre-canned questions and answers that most of the web sites still use. So yeah, it's kind of scary how smart these things can get. And by the way, all these gadgets that you've got listening to you all around the house, I just get a little bit antsy from time to time because they're listening all the time. I'm thinking that Google is listening on my phone, on my tablet, on my everything, right? When I ordered a certain piece of equipment for my wife on Amazon, and all of a sudden I start to get ads popping up on other hardware that is associated with my account for similar but different distributors. It does tell me that these systems are talking to each other, and stuff is happening. Anyways, I'm sure there's going to come a day where I'm just going to get totally frustrated with the whole thing and pull the plug. But right now, I'm being very guarded with the information I'm sharing wherever I'm within earshot of these devices. But nonetheless, Thanks for your check-in tonight. And if you have nothing else, then I'll make another call. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, go ahead there, Mac. Make the other call. Thanks for doing this one. Always a pleasure.
All right, very good. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Standing by for anybody else who has followed us down to 2 meters for the Sunday night Sunday night sideband net, 70 centimeters and 2 meters. All right, that brings our total to 2 check-ins, plus VA3 Sierra Mike November as a YouTube check-in, and Albert as an early YouTube check-in. 7.3 is 1 and all. We'll turn this frequency back to normal amateur use. Thanks for your our attention tonight, and certainly appreciate your time. VA3IMW, turn this frequency back to normal amateur use, and we'll bring the live stream to a close as well. 7.3s. That's all I say.
Mac. Thanks for doing it.